So we'll talk about the game coming up here on Sunday. Tomorrow we'll preview Falcons and Packers because this is a very intriguing matchup. Like this is one of those matchups that, again, it's not going to decide the division and the conference standings and all that kind of stuff this early on, but this is a very intriguing game. Falcons obviously with a big win at home, first time since 2017 that they started out 1-0. Packers are feeling really good about themselves. Jordan Love was terrific. 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. They blew out the Bears, who were going to feel good about themselves. The Packers just punched them right in the mouth. Justin Fields took 4 sacks, had an interception, had a fumble. Packers are feeling good. But this game does feature, and it's going to be interesting to see who wins the battle. This is 2 of the best offensive lines in the NFL. According to Pro Football Focus, going in to week number 2, the Falcons come in as the 8th best offensive line in the NFL. Matthews, Bergeron, Dolman, Lindstrom, McGarry. They put a couple of notes on here. They said rookie left guard Matt Bergeron struggled against the Panthers, especially in run blocking. He earned a negative grade on 22% of run plays, which is one of the worst rates in the league over the past week. I'm not worried about his run blocking, okay? We did talk about this the other day that, the pass blocking is a little bit of a concern, especially McGarry. Let's see if he can grow and things like that. But again, the Bears gave up 4 sacks in that game. So I look at that as part of that is Justin Fields, just the way he plays. He runs himself into a whole bunch of sacks. So again, when he's running around and all these kind of things, he runs himself into some sacks. So I don't know enough to tell you about what the game looked like. That was that the Packers defensive line getting after it, or did Fields run himself into some sacks? But they had 4 sacks and we had 2. So the Falcons come in as the 8th rated offensive line from Pro Football Focus. The Packers come in as number 2. Bakhtiari, Jenkins, Myers, Runyon, and Zach Tom. They said the Packers led the NFL week 1 with a 96.7% or 96.7 pass blocking efficiency rating, as they allowed just 2 pressures and did not give up a single sack on 30 dropbacks. And they say after practicing at one position for most of the season, Zach Tom posted the highest single game grade of his young career, 84.8. He did not allow a single pressure and earned just 1 negative grade in the run game. And they talk about who their best offensive lineman is. That's Bakhtiari. I mean, look, he's one of the best overall offensive linemen, regardless of position or anything like that. He's one of the probably 5 best offensive linemen for the last handful of years in the NFL. So again, we talk about, and we're going to talk about targets and offensive. Again, all that stuff's meaningless. This game will be won by what offensive line can keep the other out of the backfield and hitting their quarterback. This game will be won in the trenches, line of scrimmage. We can talk about all of the positional pieces and all this, that, and the other. Falcons are going to have to be great again in the red zone. I mean, again, we'll talk about this, more tomorrow in depth, but Falcons will have to be great in the red zone. But these are 2 teams that really are 2 of the best offensive lines in the NFL. And they control the line of scrimmage. They control running the football. They protect their quarterback. Now, again, we'll see. I believe Desmond Ridder is still going to be somewhere around, 22 to 24 passes. I don't think that he's going to huck it around. It's not what they do, right? Their offense is not drop back, throw it around like Matt Ryan. So, again, this will be a battle that is won up front. We could talk about all of the glamour positions and all this and Robinson and, this and that and whatever, targets and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, this will be a classic battle of who's winning in the trenches, whose offensive line can keep the defense out of the backfield in the run game off of their quarterback. And we'll see. I mean, again, it'll be interesting to see, but this is certainly 2 of the best offensive lines in the NFL. There's a lot of star power. Lindstrom is a stud, Bakhtiari is a first-team all-NFL kind of guy. Like, there's a lot of star power on these offensive lines for both of these teams. And whoever gets the best of that, whoever can keep guys out of the backfield from blowing up running plays, whoever can keep guys off of the other team's quarterback. And that's going to be a big key is, can the Falcons get after Jordan Love? They were not able to put consistent pressure on Bryce Young, but fortunately, he played like a rookie. He missed a lot of throws. Again, that throw on first down when they were backed up at the goal line off of that, that horse collar play, that was a throw that if Bryce Young hits that guy in stride, that guy's off to the races. He might have scored a touchdown there. And now you have a completely different game at that point. But as it was, he missed it, and he missed some other throws in the game too that, again, maybe a Jordan Love doesn't miss. Maybe one of the better quarterbacks doesn't miss. But these are two of the best offensive lines in the NFL, and a lot of this game will be dictated by who gets the better of the other team's defensive line. All right, as you listen in to Hittin' Hard, make sure you go into whatever podcast platform that you're listening on. Let us know that you're an everyday listener to the show. We do thank you so much for being a part of our community, but let us know on whatever podcast platform that you listen on that you're an everyday listener to the show. You're listening in 5 days a week.